It's a pleasure to introduce the CD-ROM, which contains some of the rich resources that the Commonwealth of Learning produces and shares with the world. But let me say a few words about the Commonwealth of Learning, or COL, as we are popularly called. COL is an intergovernmental organization that helps Commonwealth governments and institutions use various technologies to improve and expand education, training, and learning in support of development. COL is one of the three intergovernmental bodies of the Commonwealth, the other two being the Commonwealth Secretariat and the Commonwealth Foundation, which are located in London, while we are based in Vancouver, Canada, and have an office, the Commonwealth Educational Media Centre for Asia, or CEMCA, in New Delhi, India. But first, let me say a few words about the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth is a free association of 54 democratic countries who have decided to come together, united in most cases by a link with Britain, which is part of their past, although more recently you have countries like Rwanda and Mozambique, which did not have a link with Britain, but are closely aligned with many countries that did. So the Commonwealth comprises 54 countries that are democratic, observe the rule of law, and because they have this common link with Britain, have similar parliamentary systems, legal systems, and of course, English is widely understood in these countries. Even though there are these commonalities, it is also a very diverse collection of countries. It contains one of the world's biggest country, India, with over 1 billion people, and the world's smallest country, Nauru, in the Pacific, with less than 10,000 people. So that's the Commonwealth, with a diverse association of people of all races, religions, and languages. We are the Commonwealth of Learning, and our motto is Learning for Development. We believe that learning can lead to the development of individuals, nations, and societies. So when we speak of development, the context for us is the Millennium Development Goals, the Education for All goals, and the Commonwealth priorities of peace, democracy, and good governance. What we do at COL is to assist governments, countries, and institutions to use all kinds of technologies and new approaches to improve and expand learning at all levels. So we are interested in the expansion of university education through open universities, but we are also involved in rural development, trying to increase the incomes of the poorest people by helping them do better agriculture with the use of mobile phones. So we are talking about the entire spectrum of learning, formal, non-formal, and informal. We are also, and this is the message behind the CD-ROM, great believers in the sharing of knowledge. We believe that knowledge is the commonwealth of humankind and it should be shared, and for that reason COL is a leader in the movement to create, use, and reuse what are called Open Education Resources, or OER. OER are learning materials which may be video, print, e-learning that you can take, adapt, and use without having to ask permission or pay royalties. Similarly, someone else may use your materials and adapt them to their needs. So we get a gradually expanding corpus of OER that can benefit everyone. We have developed tertiary level materials under the Virtual University for Small States of the Commonwealth initiative, a consortium of 32 small states that came together to develop course materials that can be adapted and used by all members and those beyond. And at the school level, COL has worked with 6 countries in Africa and the Caribbean to produce a whole senior secondary curriculum available as OER. We have developed teacher training materials under our STAMP 2000 Plus project that can be adapted and used wherever people find these materials useful. There are many other resources which include quality assurance toolkits, instructional design templates, and materials for research and evaluation skills training, among others. I invite you to explore this vast treasure trove of valuable resources. I hope you will find this CD very useful, and if you do, get in touch with us at COL, because we are here to serve the wider learning needs of the whole international community.